So what we're doing here today is showing you how to take animations that are present in the base game, but not necessarily in the toolkit, and putting them into the toolkit. So I didn't figure this out myself. I'm not smart enough for that, but I just thought I'd make a little video just to show you how you do it practically speaking. So let's get into it. Here we are then. You've been using the toolkit for a while now. You've been playing with all the animations. You've been making cinematics for hundreds of hours. And you find that something is missing. Particular animations that you'd like to have, that you know exists in the game, but you can't find them in the toolkit. So, what do we do now? Well, what you could do is perhaps make a list of, say, every line ever spoken by a certain character. For each origin companion, you might find that there are quite a lot of these. Astarion in particular, here we are at about 10k potential animations. So what you could do is make an overview of these, along with the lines in the actual game. Each voice line and animation, the mocap animation that accompanies it, has a name, as you can see here. And then you would need some sort of tool to extract these files. For example, you could have a number of files extracted, and then use the name to find the animation. So for this example, I've found some animation files, and I've given them some new names because this sort of naming convention can be a little bit complicated to work with. So give them a good name. So what I thought I'd show you guys was how to get a GR2 file into the toolkit. And let's put them into the toolkit. So I have an animation here, I call it test animation, and let's get that into the toolkit. So what you need to do is copy this file, and you're gonna have to find your project folder. As long as you put the file into a project folder, it doesn't really matter where it is. You can make a nice folder structure to put it in. I prefer to not do that because I'm unorganized, so I just drop it in here. So you see, now we have the file in our project folder for the test project. Alright, so we are going to take this file. Let's just clean this up a bit. We're going to take this file and we're going to import it as a resource into the toolkit. So you go to the resource manager. Here we go, lots of files here. And we want to add the resource. So we have to be in our project. As you can see, there are a lot of files here. And you want to click this little crayon box. I don't know if it's actually a crayon box, but it kind of looks like that. And select animation. So I copied the folder path. So now we are in the folder where we should be able to find the test animation. So here it is. And we can just import it. The mapping is missing. Yeah. So I think this means that the toolkit doesn't have the right mapping structure, so it doesn't know which skeleton to put for it, but we'll do that, so that's not a problem. Alright, okay. So let's do it. And let's see if we have the file. Yep, we do. So here we have the test animation in our project. We will select it. And if you remember the error message we just got, that means that we have to go into the sidebar here and we have to set two things. We need to set the preview visual resource ID and the skeleton resource ID. So I know that I'm going to use this animation on Astarion. So let's just see what he is. He is an elf male. We can use that. So let's just put elf male base. Yeah, you can put a ton of stuff in here. Elf male base. That should be enough. Now we have the animation in our project, and we can actually put it in a timeline and see if it works. So when I'm doing this, I've just made sort of small testing dialogue. So you see option 1, 2, 3, 4. For these answers, that's where I'll put the animation just to see what it looks like. So we will open the timeline. Here it is. So I've had some different experiences with this. Sometimes you have to restart the toolkit for it to recognize the animation, and sometimes you don't have to. So if it doesn't show up right away, just do a restart of the toolkit and try again. Okay, so we're back. Let's see now if the toolkit recognizes the animation we imported. So I am opening my little test conversation. I am opening the timeline. And maybe I'll get to show you what I meant. So let's go to the answer 1. Let's place the animation. Now our test animation should probably show up. So you can't probably see it all that well since it's all gray and white, but see now test animation shows up. The animations you put into the toolkit as resources, you will only see them here if you select resources. So let's put it in here. This animation will now be number 1. We can put in a few others. So sometimes this is grayed out, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to put in something I've already tested. So we'll get a little selection. Maybe my favorite animation from EA. And let's make some appropriate facial expressions. We have now added 2 animations from the base game.
Hey.
So let's see if it works. Let's click number 1. Aha! We are spinning around. Number 2. He thinks we're idiots. Yeah, and there you go. So this is how you grab some mocap files from the base game and put them into the toolkit with Moonglasses.